It's one of the oldest and most personal questions in the Christian faith. It's this tension that can create a lifetime of confusion, really. If salvation is a totally free gift, why does the way we live our lives seem to matter so much? Right? This is the paradox at the very heart of Christian theology. It's something that theologians John Piper and Tim Keller have explored really deeply. They've wrestled with this exact connection between what we believe and what we do. And the answer they found is, well, it's both simpler and way more profound than you might think. Okay, so to get to the bottom of this, we have to start with two kind of big theological ideas: justification and sanctification. Seriously, understanding the difference between them is the first most crucial step. So here's the absolute crucial distinction. Justification is the root, and sanctification is the fruit. As Tim Keller puts it, your good works, your sanctification, are the signs of your salvation. They're not the cause of it. One is God's one-time declaration that you are righteous through faith. Boom, done. The other is the lifelong process of actually becoming more like Christ. So they are deeply connected for sure, but they are not the same thing at all. Okay, so if good works are the evidence of faith, how does that actually happen? I mean, how does genuine, saving faith produce a genuinely changed life? Well, the answer lies in a radical, fundamental shift in our motivation. You see, before someone truly grasps the gospel, any attempt at being good is often fundamentally selfish. It's driven by fear of punishment or, a desire to get something from God. It's a transaction. But after understanding grace, the entire engine changes. It's no longer a deal. The motivation shifts to a joyful delight in pleasing the one who saved you, a deep gratitude for a free gift that leads to this unconditional kind of obedience. Tim Keller shared this powerful story about a woman who was just coming to grips with this. She realized that if you're saved by your works, there's a limit to what God can ask, right? You've paid your dues. But if you're saved by sheer grace, there are no limits. And that's both a scary and an incredibly freeing thought. She saw that grace doesn't mean, oh, I can live any way I want, but actually the opposite. Wow, I now owe him everything. But, that phrase, I owe him everything, can be a little tricky. We need to be careful with our language here, because that whole idea of owing can lead us right down the wrong path if we're not careful. This is what John Piper calls the debtor's ethic. It's this trap of thinking our good works are a way of paying God back. But think about it, you can't pay back a free gift. The moment you try, you turn grace right back into a transaction, which completely misses the whole point. So, if the language of debt and repayment is flawed, what's a better way to think about our response to God's grace? Thankfully, there's a much more helpful framework. Both Piper and Keller suggest a much better word is fitness. It's not about what is owed, it's about what is fitting. A holy life isn't some cosmic repayment plan. It's the beautiful, appropriate, and fitting response to the majesty and beauty of the gift you've received. And this example from Keller just illustrates the idea perfectly. When you hear a stunning piece of music, you don't feel like you owe the musician applause, right? The beauty of the music itself evokes praise from you. It's a natural, fitting response. In the same way, the beauty of the gospel just naturally evokes a life of gratitude and holiness. This simple shift from debt to fitness unlocks a powerful, self-perpetuating cycle. It shows how grace doesn't just save you once, but it continually fuels your entire life. John Piper lays out this upward spiral just beautifully. So, you receive grace. Then, out of pure gratitude, you work hard. But then you have this profound realization. The strength, the desire, the very ability to do that good work was also a gift of grace. So every act of obedience doesn't pay back a debt. It actually puts you deeper in debt to grace, which just feels more gratitude and more joyful obedience. It's an amazing cycle. Okay, so let's pull all these threads together to land on the big takeaway, the real answer to that question we started with. So the crucial point is this: good works matter, not as a desperate attempt to earn or keep salvation, but as the joyful, beautiful, and fitting response to having already been completely and freely saved. It's not about keeping God happy with you, it's the natural result of a heart that has been totally overwhelmed by His grace. And that leaves us with a final thought. And this isn't just abstract theology. It's deeply personal. When you think about your own life, what's driving you? Is it the stressful feeling of a debt that can never be fully repaid? Or is it the freeing, joyful response to the most beautiful gift imaginable?